Hey guys, Jeremiah5615 here, and welcome to another Will I Rip video. I'm on a new character. I started a Ethereal Knives Inquisitor. Um, it's got really good potential. I just got my Kaom's plate maybe 10 seconds ago, so I figured I'd give the Uber Lab a try and not die, but I mean, I still got my Righteous Fire character, so if I do die, I can far back currency pretty easily. But yeah, it's a pretty fun build. I like the Ethereal Knives look. It looks pretty awesome. I'm having some trouble figuring out the best way of getting movement speed on this character. I'm using Kaom's roots, so there's no movement speed on the boots, obviously. So I wanted to go some kind of movement ability, like Shield Charge and the Righteous Fire, but it turns out staffs can only use Leaf Slam. I'm not a really huge fan of Leaf Slam. It's kind of clunky, in my opinion, but so that's what I've been using. It is nice to get over ledges and around traps in the lab, though, so there's that plus side. I don't have my Uber Lab Ascendancy points, which will give me extra attack speed and hopefully make my movement speed a little bit faster by increasing that attack speed on the Leap Slam. But yeah, so here we are in the Uber Lab. Probably don't have enough DPS really to do this efficiently. I've got enough HP, I think, to survive pretty well, but we'll see. Hopefully I didn't just waste that 540 Chaos Orbs to spend on that Kaom's plate, but we'll find out. So I'll be running the clearing of the lab itself and picking up the keys and such at 2.5 times speed, just to make it go through, and you can kind of just watch and see how terrible I am at this game. Really, I'm just bad. Wow. So in today's lab, he's wielding a two-handed mace. The first room is going to be fonts, so we're going to have to deal with curses. Since my Basalt Flask is not actually a very good one, it's got terrible uptime, and it has not the good amount of charges, so it only gets one use per full charge on that flask. I will not be doing the fonts. I'm going to kill them all. Conduits, we'll see how that goes, how my survivability is in the first fight. I'll probably end up killing those two just because elemental damage and crits and stuff, and just don't want to die. I'm pretty low level, don't have a ton of life yet, so probably end up killing that as well. Yeah, there's traps in the last room is saws, according to PoLab. Maybe there's a dark shrine I can pick up that'll, either turn those off or make them kind of negligible. Other than that, it's not the easiest setup, but not very hard either. So let's see how it goes.
It is the sovereign who empowers the senses.
So I definitely skipped Argus there. I was still shaking after the the Zaro fight. I was not sure if I should even keep going during this lab. I was like, I am not ready for this. I could not believe that I even lived. I was out of flash charges for half that fight, and I was taking tons of damage. I was terrible keeping my endurance charge up time. It was it was a really bad fight, and I was just terrified after that if I should keep going or if I should just quit this slab. Holy shit, I totally almost fucking killed myself on the that trap right there. Oh my god. Down to like what, 10% HP or something. That was embarrassing. And once again, the loot whore in me almost gets myself killed in these fucking traps. Oh my god. Conduits. Yeah, I'm glad I picked up that thing to turn off that one conduit permanently, because I am not confident I can even do this fight. After the first fight, getting that low, and then having elemental damage on top of that, I pretty much was like, well, I'm probably gonna die, but if I do, I guess that'll be good for YouTube, right? So I realized in the first fight my endurance charge uptime was terrible, which is probably why I was getting hit so hard. So I'm trying to do a little bit better this time. But I have 5 max charges, and I can see I was at 4 the whole time, and it just fell off. So not doing much better. The attack speed's really the huge issue. The movements, I need to use my leap sim to get out because I move too slow. My leap slam's going. His attack speed's terrible because I got the wrong ascendancy and merciless slab. So yeah, it's a battle, but here we are. I'm not going to get into too much detail about the build right now. I am going to make a showcase video or something like that to kind of go over it with everyone. I got inspired by I saw an Ethereal Knives Trickster, and I was like, well, that looks badass. I love those shurikens. Those look amazing. But I wasn't a huge fan of Energy Shield, so I was asking myself, well, what can I do to, use Ethereal Knives, get decent DPS, and be life based. And I went through some of the builds. Berserker, the first thing that came to mind, but turns out the Inquisitor actually does more damage than the Berserker after you you add in all the buffs and such from the Consecrated Ground. So yeah, I started playing with this. It took me about an entire day really to tweak it and stuff, and I'm still not entirely done. I'm thinking I might actually go into some kind of mind over matter and possibly drop hatred. I'm not entirely sure. The hatred is a huge damage boost in this build, so we'll see. Maybe it's something you do, once you have your 6th link and all that at the end when you don't need more DPS, you just need more survivability at that point. But then again, it's Path of Exile, more DPS equals more survivability, more or less. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with the build right now. I've done tier 11 maps, and in Uber Lab right now I'm pretty confident I'll be able to do tier 13, 14, 15 maps, and I don't even have level 20 gems yet, so once those get up there, and level 21 Ethereal Knives would be pretty nice. A huge DPS boost. I'll be doing 500,000 DPS or something like that on paper. We'll see how effective it is really against bosses and such, because it does use a curse, which does get penalized on bosses. So yeah, I'm hoping it turns out well, but it's not done yet, and when I'm ready, I will release it to the world. So here, the final boss room. I'm pretty glad I found that 50% reduced damage on the trap shrine, because it's still not the easiest fight. I am doing my best to kite him. I wish I had a little bit more range on my ethereal knives from the projectile speed. I do have 20 quality, and I've got one jewel with projectile speed on it to get that boost in the range. Um, it would have helped a little bit, but yeah, I think all in all, I need more mitigation or something. More DPS would probably be the best option. But as you can tell, I did not die. I almost did many times, so it was it was a close one. Definitely a lot more difficult than it was when I went through the Uber lab with my Righteous Fire Juggernaut, but that's to be expected. This is a less tanky build. I'm not sure if enchanting that helmet over enchanting the Purity of Lightning reservation was a good idea or not. I kind of like that for my Righteous Fire, but I'm not using that helmet anymore in my Righteous Fire build, so I don't know. The loot, it was alright. Probably somewhere around 20 chaos worth of junk that's probably never going to sell, so effectively maybe 10 chaos worth. But the most important thing was the ascendancy points. Alright guys, I didn't die this time, but I'll be having more of these videos as I progress with new characters and such. So hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Um, yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're not disappointed I didn't die, but I'm sure I'll die in one of these videos coming up here soon. Thanks for watching.